All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I know this is a different view. If you guys see me, of course, I am looking this way. Um, I'm looking at the computer, as you guys can see. So I'm back with another video. Like I said, I'm in a different spot than usual. But I think we should be good. We got good lighting. I'm still looking here to see how everything's looking. That's why I'm still moving like the mouse and stuff. But I'm back with another video. So as you guys know, if you guys follow me on Instagram or Twitter, which if you don't, go check it out. My Twitter is George Philpo, I believe, with one O. I gotta see. Let me check now. I hope it's not as. I hope it's well. I need to check it out. So, yeah, it's George Philpo with two O's. My Instagram is George_Philpo. Check it out down there. But really, check out my Twitter because my Twitter is where I really upload a lot. Now, back to all the Twitter and thingy. So yesterday and Thursday, I went to a Braves game. The Braves were playing the Mets. Let me see how it sounds. Let me see. Hopefully, it sounds good. All right, it should be sounding good. All right. Okay. So if you guys hear anything in the background, it's my bird. I just realized she's over there making noise. That is my bird, well, not my bird, but my dad's bird. The family's bird. It's a parrot, Congo African gray. Okay, so back to the topic or to the subject. So I told you guys that I am back. I'm going to be uploading or I will be going live because the video is going to be long, and you guys know I don't want to be dealing with that mess and stuff like that, of downloading it and editing it and uploading it and then uploading it on YouTube and stuff. So I'm just going live. I hope my blue snowball is working good for you guys. It should be. But continuing on. So this video, I named it "We Need to Talk Mets Fans" because I know that the majority of you guys are Mets fans because I'm a Mets fan. So you guys stay tuned to see what I got to say about the Mets, whatever they do. We need to talk. Like I said, we need to talk because it's just things are not going well for us. I know we're winning games and stuff, but not game wise. I mean, like corporate or signing or trading wise. So if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, we're gonna break it down, which is really mainly why I made this video. We're gonna break it down and we're gonna talk about some things that I feel like the Mets can improve because I know I made this video before, but it wasn't enough. How the Mets can improve. What are some things that I experienced going to the game Thursday and Sunday 2 times? What I experienced, what I think they need, and what could they help? What could help them? And you guys would be good. You guys understand. So, what's some improvements? Okay, so we're gonna break it down, like I said, into each section: bullpen, rotation, infield, outfield, and corporate wise. Which, when I say corporate, and I want to make sure you guys understand, when I say corporate, I mean like Brody Van Wagen. I mean the managers. I mean the pitching coach, the third baseman coach, the first baseman. I really won't be talking about the first baseman or third baseman coach or the pitching. Just Mickey Cal, manager, general manager, and the corporate, the front office Mets. Okay, so first off, we're going to start off with the infield. So the infield for the Mets is pretty good. I like it. We got a lot of people that could help us out, a lot of young players. You guys know. I like it a lot. I feel like, when I went and saw, we got a lot of young people out there like Rosario. We got Peter Alonso, which I will be discussing in this video. We got Peter Alonso. We got JD Davis, who are really the three. We got Jeff McNeil. That's all I could say. Those are the four infielders that we got, and I believe Luis Guillorme and Dominic Smith as well. So Luis, Dominic Smith, Peter Alonso, Amer Rosario, and Jeff McNeil, and who else? Oh, I forgot. JD Davis. So you guys get it. So their infield is pretty good. I like it. We got a lot of young players. We got a mix of age a little bit. We got a greater population of young talent than older talent. But, it's not bad. And I do like, the way it is, the way it's running. I feel like it's pretty good. Now, first baseman is fine. I like first base. Peter Alonso is a good first baseman. I feel like him and Dominic Smith was having a struggle last season, but he's gotten a little bit better. And Peter, it's great. First base. Second baseman, Robinson Cano, Jed Lowry, and Luis Guillorme and Jeff McNeil, who are all second basemen. Shortstop, Amer Rosario, job on Thursday. He got one and threw to first. Dove for it. It was good. Third baseman, we got Todd Frazier, JD Davis, and Jed Lowry. Really, he could play it, and he's pretty good. JD Davis, he did make an error yesterday with a bunt that Ender Inciarte hit, but he did a decent job. He's done a pretty good job out defensively. He's done what a third baseman can do, really. So, Todd Frazier is somebody that you guys know I haven't been a fan of, and I don't know if I will. You guys know I am not a fan of Todd Frazier. I've never been a fan of Todd Frazier. After what I saw from last season has been disappointing. Now, I understand, he could change it. Let me scoot this back. Let me scoot it this way. I understand, he could change it. He could do his improvements, and he can. He's. I just gotta say this with Todd Frazier. He disappointed me last season, but I understand he got injured. It's rough coming back from an injury where you have to get surgery. I understand that. But what I'm going to do is, me as a Mets fan, I'm going to give you a chance to redeem yourself. One sec. I want to move this wire down here. All right. I'm going to give you a chance to redeem yourself and show who Todd Frazier is. I'm going to give you a chance. You just got injured recently, so it's been a mess for you. I'm going to give you a chance. But if you don't improve, I'm very disappointed. If you don't improve, I'm going to be very disappointed. I'm going to for sure want you traded or out of here. No contract extensions, no nothing. I want you out of here. If I don't see any improvement this season, I want you out. I want you out. I said that about you and Jason Vargas, the two people I dislike on the Mets. And those two are very good reasons why there's a lot of why I don't like both of those two players on the Mets out of all that we have. There's a very good reason why. And it's because they're both haven't been productive for the Mets, and they both haven't done anything to increase or to improve the Mets. Like I said, I'll give you a chance. You blow it, you're out. And if you're not, because Mets don't think, I'll be very disappointed. I just got to say that. All right, so now moving on to catcher. We done first, second to short, third. Moving on to catcher. As you guys know, we got Wilson Ramos, Travis d'Arnaud, and Tomas Nido. Two out of three are decent catchers. They can catch, but are not good offensively. And those are Travis d'Arnaud and Tomas Nido. Now, Travis d'Arnaud, I understand he got injured last season where he couldn't play at all. I get it. But we've had him for so long, and I still haven't seen any improvements. We have him as our catcher. We had him as a catcher as a primary catcher 2015, 2016, 2017, I believe. We've had him as a primary catcher. I don't know for how long. I don't know how long have the Mets had this dude, but it's just not been productive. His numbers are not that well. You know what? And even to prove it to you guys that they're not, we're going to pull it up on At Bat. We're going to check it out. A catcher, at the same time, I understand is not supposed to do the best. So be the best player on the team, because if it is, then there's a problem. I understand that. But, at the same time, if you're productive, that's fine. But if you're not, you have to go. The Mets have had Travis d'Arnaud for 6 years. 6 years. Now, his first year, he hit 1 home run, 5 RBIs. He walked 12 times, struck out 21 times, and his average was a .202. His on-base percentage was a .286. His slug was a .263, and his OPS was a .548. As you guys see, those numbers are not well at all. They're not good at all. I know it's his rookie season, but that's terrible. That's absolutely garbage. So 2014, he hit 13 home runs, 41 RBIs, walked 32 times, struck out 64 times, stole 1 base. His average was a .242. On-base percentage was a 302. And his slug was a 4.16, and his OPS was a .718. Going on to a different season, let's say 2016 wasn't a good season either. 4 home runs and 15 RBIs. 18 wasn't good because he barely played. 17, he hit 16 home runs, and you guys get the rest. So as you guys can see, those numbers are not too bad, in my opinion. They're not too bad. But I don't like it. It is not catcher good-wise. But in general, I'm not liking Travis Darno. I haven't liked the way he's been playing. It sucks because when he comes up to bat, that would just be a normal, regular out. And it's disappointing. It really is. We expect more, but in general, we haven't been too big with catchers, except for the one I will be talking about. But Travis Darno, he's a C. He's a D minus. And he's not an F because he's pretty decent defensively. Moving on to Tomas Nido, somebody that I possibly believe we've had him for a while. Now, I don't know about Tomas Nido that much. Now, he is 25 years old. He's still at his young age. He's had one career home run, 12 RBIs, and an OPS of 0.438 and 100 times at bat. We've had him for 3 years, and you guys know. The Mets have had him for 3 years, and he's probably spent his career in AAA mainly. I can't have nothing to say really about him that much, but you guys get it. So, moving on to Wilson Ramos. What the heck? Oh, my bad, because my thing was acting weird. So, moving on to Wilson Ramos. Somebody that I believe is a decent hitter. He's for sure and I'm glad they did a good job with the top 10 because he is one of the top 10 catchers. From what I saw, the dude could hit, even though yesterday he was in a struggle. He can hit. He can hit. He hasn't hit a home run yet, but he hits his opposite direction hits. He's done a good job with that. And I like it. I like it so far. He's done a good job with it. I gotta move that. But he's done a good job. Just in general, he's done a good job. But there's something just negative about it, and it does irritate me sometimes. It gets me disappointed, and I'm like, God dang it, why? And that is the speed. He could hit. Let me see, put this up more. He could hit. He could catch. He could throw. He could block. But the speed is just too. I don't like it, because it just messes up increasing the score for us. It's disappointing. I don't like it. Thursday, there were situations where I was like, send him home, but they didn't because he's just too slow, and that's something I didn't like because there could be a tie game and he hits a double, or somebody hits a double that's behind him or in front. He messes up. We can't let him score because he's my bird, by the way. So that's the only thing I say about Wilson Ramos. The negative part, he is pretty slow, and it's something I just don't like. I feel like it messes up our chances, like I said, and it sucks. I like him. I feel like it would be a good, or not good, but it would be nice to add a different or for a different catcher, or not a different catcher, but add a different catcher, that has some speed and could hit. Because that's the thing, when you want to pinch run him, catchers and stuff like that Are they gonna be good? But overall, he's a good catcher and stuff like that. I like him. Moving on. So now the outfield. So we got the outfield. We have Michael Conforto. Center field, we have Keon Broxton, Brandon Nimmo, and Juan Lagares. Left field, we have Yoenis Cespedes, and Jeff McNeil, who's played left field. That's all I'm going to say. And we have Brandon Nimmo, who's played left field. And we're going to start off with right field. Michael Conforto. He hit a double yesterday. But overall, I like him. He's done a good job with us in general. I feel like he's a great addition. He's his numbers are good. The dude could hit. The dude could catch. He has some speed on him. Not the top, stealing, but he could, run the bag and stuff like that and could run, has some speed. Doesn't have, throwing, but offensively, he's good. He hit one of the Mets' longest home run last season, and probably hit the most last season, and has probably done for the Mets since 2017. Apart from offensively, he's probably done the best, in my opinion. He's just been a great guy. He's done a good job. It's been great in general. Been great. I like him. Center field, we got Juan Lagares. He didn't play last year because he was injured, unfortunately, at the beginning of the season around this time. He was injured and it's out for the whole season. But overall, he is decent player. Worst, but he's a decent player. The dude has some power in him. Home runs. He's not. He's done pretty good. He got some power. Some speed. I don't know. Now he does have a good arm. He has a powerful arm. Some crazy throws. He did a crazy throw against the Nationals last season. He could throw from center field. Keon Broxton, brand new to the Mets. We just got to check what he can do. From what I know, offensively, he's not the best, but defensively, he can catch some home runs out there and stuff like that and rob some people. He's pretty good defensively. Offensively, I don't know. He's not the best from what I've heard, but, he's gotten some singles and doubles here and there with the Mets when they pinch hit him. So, next, Brandon Nimmo. So, Brandon Nimmo, he's lately been in a slump with, him starting off. He's been in a slump. On Friday, he hit a 2-run homer. He hit. He did a good job. He did a pretty good job. I like him. He's done good. I feel like he can improve. Okay, my bad. It's my dog's barking. But he's still young. I believe he's only like 24 or 23. I don't know. But he's still young. He's still doing good. I understand he's in the slump. It's the beginning of the season. But overall, he's just a good player. Last season, it was great, watching him. You would look on the TV and it was just happy. You could tell that he was happy out there playing baseball. Always with a smile, no matter what. This season's a little bit different, but it's just only the beginning, so it's fine. But in general, he's done pretty good. You know, last season, it was just great watching him. I liked it a lot. He did a good job. Um, and that's the thing, life is not gonna go your way every time, but when you get your times, you get your times. But he's enjoyed him being on the Mets, always with a smile, always positive and stuff like that. You can tell. And he's just good overall. Overall, he's good. Moving on to left field. We got Mr. Before we do, we're gonna talk about Jeff McNeil. Jeff McNeil has not been that bad of a left fielder. He's gotten, his hits. He's gotten his hits here and there. As a Met, he's done pretty good. Last season, he did pretty good when he got called up. But we just gotta wait for what he does and see what happens and continue on from there. Um, I like that they have him moving around a lot. It'll help out. If somebody gets injured, we could just put him there and we'll be good or fine. Hopefully, nobody gets injured and that's the case, but you never know. So, left field. There's one person I want to talk about, and you guys know who's left. And this one I'm really going to talk about because it's just one, it's disappointing. Two, it's disappointing. Three, it's disappointing. Four, it's disappointing. Five, it's disappointing. And you guys want to know why it's so disappointing? Because this player barely plays every season. We've had him since 2015 and hasn't played probably 2 or 3 or 4 full seasons with them. He's the highest paid player on the team. And every time he slides into a bag, it's like he got a boo-boo. Just not doing good. If it's not that his heel's hurting, something's hurting, hamstrings hurting, we barely have him playing, and it pisses me off that the highest paid player on this dang team is not playing. It gets me so mad that our highest paid player is not playing. On this team, the Mets is injured, just at home, not playing for us. And it's disappointing because you know why? There's players that we could have got instead of Stanton. Signed. People like Manny Machado, a bunch of people. I don't remember the past free agents or free agencies. But a lot of people we could have signed instead of him. A lot of people we could have extended instead of him. A lot of people we shouldn't have let go instead of him. And it disappoints me because we're paying a guy that barely plays for us, wasting money, just giving him money for free, basically, with nothing coming back. when we could have some other players that are even, the same level. And, it's annoying. It's annoying. It's annoying, and it's just very disappointing as a Met fan that your highest paid player cannot play. We're going to take a pause here. I will just mute my mic. I'm going to go get some water, and we'll be back because what I have to say will be big.